spicy reefers. And
Nah, you're done.
microwave. You know, like spice. That's aquarium water.
Anything about that.
So I have only ever seen these on the internet, pictures of them on the internet. I've never actually held on to one. When I built this one, we all know it was fairly simple. You just take yourself a tube, you have this lightsaber tube, and it's fairly simple. You need a bubble, right? You need air bubbles, and then you'd be able to collect those bubbles. This works amazing. It works beautifully. I put a nice little drain line in here. You see that hole there? I have a thicker tube. I have it in the other room. But anytime the skimmate gets up to a certain level, it just drops down the tube and into the bucket. I always wanted one of these, you know? So let's take a look and see how I did. Tape. Oh, look at that. I wasn't sure if it was going to actually come with a limestone. It's actually wood. I don't know why they call it limestone. You got your suction cups. That's it. It's pretty simple. I have to say though, one of the reasons that I got this is because I really like the look of this skimmate cup. Sitting on top of the tank, it's got to look better than that, right? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I wasn't sure if it came with that either because they don't have pictures all over. But this actually, oh, that is cool. It's going to go, look at that. You can thread it up the top. Put it in there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So it's going to actually stay when it has this. No, it doesn't have that because that's where suction cups are going to go. And then this will dangle off the top of the tank. Well, that's interesting, but I would have thought that it's got this little overflow. Sure doesn't go this way? Oh, look at that, it goes this way. Yeah, that's what it shows in the picture too. Smarty pants. Alright, what are these for? Just for pretty, I guess, huh? Might just end up melting those off. I can't figure for the life of me. So then why do we have a hole in the top? Oh, the hole in the top. It's the same reason I ended up putting a hole in kind of the top of mine. Because what happens is let's pretend there aren't any holes. You just have the one hole where this goes inside, right? And that's pretty plugged off. Then you're not going to get bubbles developing in here because pressure develops and then you're not going to create any skimmate. That's what I found. So my solution to that at the time was to just put a hole inside here. And then that would allow the bubbles to continue to rise. And it worked. And then that's where my drain line goes. But this one does not have a drain line. So this one relies on you getting to it, removing this, and emptying out the skimmate. So now what happens then when it fills up? What if you're out of town? And this is just a tiny little cup, right? I do like that though. This is the one function that I don't have. See how it's a tiny little cylinder? It goes from this big massive thing here to a tiny little cylinder in the top. It funnels off really small. And I think that's going to help it, it's going to help to be able to fine tune this a little better. But I think it's going to fill up fast. So I think I'm going to end up putting a hole in the side of this, just like I have a hole in the side of this. So I can siphon that skimmate out of there. Not siphon, so I can just allow the skimmate to drip out of there. then I run into the same problem as before. What if it just gets going like crazy, and then you get a nice wet skimmate, and it just fills up your bucket in no time, because that can happen. That can happen. So then what I need a float valve inside of here that turns the pump off, that turns the air pump off. That's what I need. Once this reaches a certain height, boom, turns electricity off. Once the water line drops to a certain level, it actually stops producing. The bubbles can't reach to the top anymore. But that's such a huge tank. That's why it's perfect for a nano tank, because once the water level drops, boom, you've got the whole thing stops working. That's why they have these suction cups, so that you can tune it in to the right height and get the skimmate going how you want it to. I like this. I don't like this. I like how simple this is. I have to say, I am extremely disappointed. I mean, I thought that collection cup was going to be the bomb. Or my water's super clean, which I really don't think so. I don't think you can have a tank that's so clean you can't produce skimmate. So I got to thinking, what if it's just a bad cork? What if the stone/cork thing that comes with that machine is just a piece of junk? It was not putting out bubbles. Look at that. I put the Lee's version on there, and now it's just cooking with gas. Look at that. Instantly. Did not take long at all. So my only problem now is I can't pull that higher up out of the water. I think I'm going to have to turn one of the pumps off and lower those bubbles. But that's pretty cool. I like this. Isn't that sweet? Now we're cooking with gas. Look at that. That is some nasty skimmate. We like that. Okay, I'm giving this kind of a thumbs up. I think it's gonna work. I'm not sure if I should poke a hole in it and put a little drain over the side into a big bucket. I'm not positive about that yet, because if we have a runaway... Spicy Reef here, signing off.
Now what are you doing?
I think I got it.
How do you know if it's up or down?
I was wondering why that ball kept getting bigger, and then it hit me.
That was awkward, man.
That's so bad. Yeah.